I don't want them to talk about me. No! Christianity demands that you suffer for whom you believe. Let them call you a Jew. Let them say this one doesn't know. After a while, they will abuse you, but after a while, they will respect you. Suffering of a believer. Can you dare to refuse deliverance because you want to stand for Jesus? Have you heard of people who have an extra year because they said they will not compromise? God, that lecturer is saying, sleep with me. I say, I will not. I would rather fail than sleep with you. And you fail. You actually have that extra year because you are standing for righteousness. Number 3, fasting. Psalm 69 verse 10. He said, when I wept and chastened my soul with fasting, it's a way of punishing your soul. If you notice that you are beginning to become susceptible to sin, embrace fasting. When your mind is beginning to play tricks on you and you are noticing what you shouldn't notice, go on fasting. Fasting will punish your flesh. Somebody say, punish your flesh. He's a pastor. I don't know. This temptation is too much. Calm down. Go and fast. Enter dry. On the first day, by third day, all your system will tell you we are loyal. And it's suffering that believers must do consistently. But you know the beauty, as your flesh is suffering, your spirit is gaining ascendancy. Number 4, denial. Self-denial, or what I call prohibition or restriction. I will dwell a bit on this one. Revelation 2:10. You want to do certain things that is not necessarily sin. Others are doing it. It's not necessarily sin. But because of your faith, and because you are trying to prove a point to a generation for what you believe, you can choose to stop it. You withhold yourself from doing it. That's the restriction we're talking about. For instance, social media. It's not everybody that social media is helping. There's nothing wrong with social media. But when you realize that social media wants to contaminate your faith, you can restrict yourself. You can suffer for it. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Yes. There are some of these laws that we gave. For instance, if you as a believer, you don't believe in laws, something is wrong with you. You know this generation of grace or hyper grace, because I believe in grace, all right? Hyper grace. Whenever somebody tells you no restrictions, we are free, that person is not telling you the truth. Because there is suffering that comes with believer. It's like on that rail, you can see my twins on that rail. It's like telling them there is no rail. Be free. You will jump and kill yourself. The reason there are guardrails is to give us restriction so that we don't destroy ourselves. Am I talking to somebody here? Those are guardrails. So the true message of grace will not only tell you the things that have been freely given to you, but it will tell you the things that you cannot do. The restrictions you must put on yourself. Am I talking to somebody here? Yes. So you see in Redeemed Christian Church of God, we say as a worker, don't visit the opposite sex alone. Don't visit the opposite sex alone. Is there anything wrong in that? There's nothing wrong in that now. But do you know why those restrictions are there? Because we know that Satan is wicked and he can use that opportunity to soil your Christianity. Am I talking to somebody here? So we say those laws are there. Those are restrictions. It's suffering in a way. But you embrace it. Because that's restriction. This is when you put limitations, limits around your life that does not allow you to enjoy the latitude that everybody is enjoying. Why? Because of what you believe. It's like a believer working in a tobacco company. What are you talking about? Or a believer working in a brewery. Or you as a believer, you have a bar where you sell beer. What lights are you shining? The suffering of a believer is a restriction you put on yourself because of your faith, the faith you represent. I would rather suffer not having money than sell beer because I want to make money. That's what we're talking about, because we've taught ourselves I will not suffer. So anything that lasts us, you can suffer because of what you believe.